The weather out there is just about the same as the atmosphere around this outbreak. It's crazy, it's cold, it's windy, it's stormy, nobody likes it, and everybody wants to stay inside. That was actually a pretty good metaphor. Okay, a lot has changed over the past week, it seems. Now, if you're like me, this whole hoopla over all of this still seems a little bit distant. And it seems that way because you don't have any direct ties to it. So I don't know anyone that has said that they have coronavirus. I haven't seen any of the symptoms. It's still a little bit far out for a lot of us. What is the average person feeling? I'm not even 30 years old, so the odds that I'm gonna get it are less. The odds that I'll have any severe symptoms from it are far less. And I don't know anybody in my personal life that is experiencing any of this. And so all of this stuff that's happening seems a little bit far away. We're a little bit disconnected from it, and it seems to be happening all around us, and drastic measures are being taken by local and county and state and federal government agencies to make these things happen. The news is covering it constantly. It's like the only thing we can hear about. Trillions of dollars in economic fallout from all of this, but it still just seems a little bit far away because we're not directly experiencing it. So what I'm gonna do again is go about my normal day. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm gonna do maybe what I don't want to. I'm scared to do that. Oh well though, gotta face your fears, so here I am. I'm gonna do two things today. One is the gym, just got out of there. Definitely not as many people in the gym. It's a Saturday and there was only a handful of people, so that is much slower. Now I'm gonna hit the grocery store because I keep seeing all this stuff about shelves being cleared out, and I'm gonna see for myself. So let's check out the grocery store right now. Okay, hold up, let's look back at that. There's like 30 people in line at this pie shop. So people don't want to go to the gym, people are stocking up at the grocery store, but they can still all get in line at the pie store. I don't know why that was happening, I just thought that was kind of funny. Anyways, grocery store was a little busy, but it was calm by the time I left. I found everything I needed. They had everything in stock. There weren't crazy empty shelves like a lot of what you're seeing in the media. Everything was in stock except for toilet paper, which is the one thing that they were out of. The gym was a little bit emptier than it normally is, but still able to go there, although I'm not sure how much more I will. Generally, people were still in the cafes and restaurants, but it is starting to significantly slow down as far as I can see, so things are definitely starting to shift. And the idea that we don't know the extent of the duration, I think is scary for people, because we really don't know if it's going to be 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years. And so we have to think about how we're going to make changes. And the biggest thing, of course, is the economy. How does the economy function, and how does the economy continue to flourish with the minimization of some of these industries that have become the cornerstone of society? As a former entrepreneur and a current want-to-be, again, entrepreneur, I am thinking about this from a business standpoint. And yes, there are industries that are going to suffer a lot because of the changes that we're having to make in the way that we interact on a day-to-day basis. However, that does not mean that there's not opportunities. And what it's going to require from all of us is a shift in how we go about our daily lives. And so as a business, if you want to survive through this, you are going to have to adapt. We are going to have to find ways to switch things around, whether this is a short-term thing or a long-term thing. We're going to have to make some changes for the sake of the health of the human population. So let me give you a few examples. Restaurants. You are going to have to make some adaptations if you want to survive through this, because busy restaurants are simply not going to be frequented until this is not a problem anymore. So you can either sit around and suffer through this, or you can develop a game plan for keeping your employees, keeping your business afloat, and still earning income. People still got to eat, but you have to be willing to adapt. You need to start thinking about how you're going to do deliveries. You need to start thinking about prioritizing your to-go menu. Figure out how to market, advertise, and attract the attention of people digitally. And find a way to make that really, really efficient and work well and be effective for people who would potentially be your clients. So we have to start thinking about marketing in a different way. Suddenly, you know who's not going to suffer in this? Facebook, Google, Instagram, your internet provider, your cell phone provider. These companies aren't going to go out of business during this. Business is still going to happen. The economy is still going to continue. People still need to eat. People still need to be entertained. These things are not going to change. What is going to change is the businesses that are willing to adapt are going to survive and potentially thrive, and the businesses that are unwilling to are going to suffer. I haven't read a lot about this, but I have seen headlines and some articles that are talking about museums offering virtual tours. What a great idea. I was also thinking that concerts and the whole live entertainment venue business is going to go out. However, why not still invite these bands and live stream the show? Darwinism is based on the idea that those who adapt can survive, and those who are slowest to adapt or unwilling to adapt or unable to adapt will die. And this is exactly what is going to happen with businesses during these times. It seems that over the past week, things have gotten pretty serious.